What can, in your opinion, or your expectations, what can Albanian government do more to prevent, first of all, these criminals coming in England, or how both the government can cooperate to prevent or to get back these criminal elements, and what can Albanian government do more to stop this wave of migration of, let's say, normal person who just want to have a better life?
Well, I think in terms of the criminal elements, I know that the British government is working with Albania on a number of programs to try and reduce that flow of those who are crossing borders for criminal reasons. But I ultimately think the best way to make sure that there is stable and sustainable migration is to make sure that there is an economy that is functioning for Albanian people here in Albania, which means that not so many Albanians feel the need to leave their homeland to go to other countries to find employment and to find economic activity. So I think it's very important that Albania is an open society, open to commerce with Europe, with North America, with the United Kingdom, so that there is a wealthier society here in Albania, and therefore that benefits this country as well as meaning that people, when they migrate, do so in a regularized way and not in a way that really facilitates people smuggling gangs on the beaches of northern France.
Do you get any these messages or positive commitments of the Albanian government during the last visit of Prime Minister Edi Rama in London?
Well, I'm not a member of the British government, so I wasn't party to those discussions with Prime Minister Rama, but I understand that a number of agreements were reached. But I think this is a bigger issue than just some agreements about between governments. This is an issue, I think, of economic sustainability here in Albania and sustainability of migration to the United Kingdom and other countries. What we see right now is not a regularized situation, and therefore that creates problems both here in Albania and in the United Kingdom and elsewhere. So I think addressing some of the core reasons as to why people want to migrate in large numbers is very important.
But can you wonder, Mr. Smith, that why are not the Montenegro's people or the Albanian of Kosovo or the North Macedonian citizens or Greece ones, the ones who are flowing toward London or toward the UK, but they are only Albanians? Is this a problem in itself?
I think it probably speaks to the fact that the economic situation here in Albania isn't as strong as it is in some of those neighbouring countries like Montenegro, like Kosovo, like Greece, where yes, there are economic...
Even North Macedonia.
Or North Macedonia, yes, there might be economic challenges in those countries. There are economic challenges in the United Kingdom as well, in many parts of the world, as we recover from COVID, as we deal with the war in Ukraine. That has put pressure on economies around the world, but I think the economic problems here in Albania seem to me, from those I've spoken to be particularly acute, and therefore I think is very much driving some of the unsustainable migration. And I say that unsustainable for the Albanian economy and society, as well as those countries who are receiving large numbers of people in a short period of time.
As a member of a foreign committee of UK Parliament, what is your opinion about the relationship between Albania and UK by now, and what can be done more to positive them?
I think what's very important is that relationships between countries aren't just between the governments of those two countries, but those relationships are between the people as well. And I think it's very important that there are relationships with parties that aren't necessarily in government in Albania, The Democratic Party, for example, I think it's very important that there's engagement with them, even though they're not the government of Albania at the moment, because it's important that there's a broad exchange and understanding, I think, between politicians and people in the UK and politicians and people here in Albania.
So, as you mentioned, the opposition as another gate of a relationship between UK and Albania. Do you consider that the designation of leader of the opposition, Mr. Berisha, as non grata from London government is a problem on this kind of bridge relations? And was you aware when you meet Mr. Berisha today of this designment?
I was aware of that status, and one of the things I wanted to hear from Mr. Berisha was his understanding and take on the non grata issue that he personally faces. I'm not somebody involved in the judicial process, so it's impossible for me to judge the merits of that case. But what I am interested to hear about is some of the reasons perhaps why that has occurred. And it occurs to me that some of the designations that we have seen perhaps have more to do with politics than they do with actual evidence. But as I say, that is something that is my initial impression, and it's something that I don't have all the information to personally make a full judgment on myself. But it seems clear to me that the extent of the liberalisation of democracy in Albania could go a lot further, and that it would benefit from there being much more open and free approaches to the democratic process, rather than labelling people with accusations for political gains.